welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. I'm your host, Antoine Maxwell for Antoine Maxwell Photography. So today is episode 1 where we're going to discuss saving as versus saving for the web. So I want to say that I'm excited about this. I'm happy that you guys are here and for my journey in photography and retouching, and I hope that you get something out of this. So let's get right into it. All right, so here's the difference between saving your images from save as to save for web. Save as typically goes from 0 to 12 in quality, where save for web goes from 0 to 100. Now, they both say that it comes out to be the same quality, but from my experience, I lose a little bit of quality from the image if I save as from 0 to 12. Plus, saving for web is primarily for saving for your website or saving to the web itself. So it's going to use sRGB, which is primarily used for the internet. So you still retain those colors that you use in your images. Sometimes when I use save as, it usually has a desaturated look to it. If I have it scrolling through my TV or scrolling through the web or some sort, it usually doesn't have the same amount of quality that it does if I save for web. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to save as and save for the web in 2015 Photoshop CC and in 2014 Photoshop CC, which is the same settings as Photoshop CC, Photoshop CS6, Photoshop CS5, and the earlier versions. So here we go. All right, guys, so here we go. So this is Photoshop CC 2015, and what we're going to do, we're going to save as, and then we're going to save for web, and this is the difference between the two. So we're going to start for save as. So in save as, we're going to go to File. We're going to go to File, Save As, and you're going to choose your file location of where you want to put your file at. I mean, your Photoshop file to. And here is where we have to change from Photoshop to JPEG. Once you do that, you hit save. Another window is going to come up where it's going to actually tell you for your JPEG options. So here you have your quality and your maximum to low to maximum, and then large file to small file, and you want to keep your baseline to standard. And over here it shows you exactly that you're using 27.4 megs for this file size. So if you're saving for the web, and typically some websites don't allow you to save more than 20 megabytes, you want to basically bring this down to about maybe 10 quality. And this number is going to basically tell you now exactly what it is. So that's pretty much good. And you hit OK. Now that file is saving as. So now we're going to go to saving for web, which I use 100% of the time when saving my images. So we'll go to File. Well, in 2015, they moved the save for web. So you go to File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. This is going to bring up a different window with a little bit more options for you to choose. So over here, we have it as JPEG. Again, we have it as maximum to low. You want to keep it as maximum. And your quality is 100%. The image is saving a little bit more than the other one at 28.4 megabytes. But because we're using for the web, we're going to drop it down a little bit. So we're going to drop this quality down till about, let's say 80%. So that put that at about 14.78 megs. You want to make sure that your convert to sRGB is checked, because the internet basically uses sRGB for images, so you want to keep that. And then once you do that, everything else is the same. You just hit save, choose your location, and you hit save again. All right. So for Photoshop 2014 and earlier, the location of the save for web legacy is in a different location. You go to File, and then Save for Web will be right underneath the Export and Generate. So it'll be right, and then your next dialog box or your next window will basically be the same. So you really don't have to worry about it. All right, guys. So there you have it. Everything I'm saying right now is subjective. If you want to save as, by all means, you can save your images as save as. This is typically how I save my images and how I'm able to retain a little bit higher quality and a little bit more color in my images than if I save as. The sRGB, I think, is a big factor when saving your images. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to episode 1 of saving as versus saving for web in Photoshop. So tune in next week where we'll talk more for Tech Talk Tuesday, and I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to subscribe, check out my website, and view other video tutorials to learn more about how I edit and my lighting setups. Thanks.